Question 16. What is the square root of 0.25? What the question is saying is you have square root and you have 0.25. And note, in a question like this, you are not allowed to use a calculator. Now that you're having a decimal, you can convert it from a decimal to a fraction. So we have square root of 25 over, the decimal is in front of the 2, or we can say behind the 0, and we want to take it to the back of 5. So we count 1, 2. You move 2 steps to get to the back of 5. So if you move 2 steps, it will be 100. That's 100. You therefore have 25 over 100. If you had moved 3 steps, it will be 25 over 1000. That's 1 with 3 zeros. Now at this point, you can either choose to further simplify this or introduce 2 square roots. That is, you give 25 its separate square root and 100 its separate square root. And this works because when you have under square root division or multiplication, you can give the values under the square root their separate square roots. But if it's addition or subtraction, you can't do that. It doesn't work in math. Because it's division, you can have this as square root of 25 over square root of 100. The 25 over 100 represents 0.25, which is under the square root. Therefore, 25 over 100 is under the square root. Then this equals square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 100 is 10. We have 5 over 10. To get our full mark, you'd have to bring this down to the lowest term. 5 in 5, 1. 5 in 10, 2. That 5 can go in both 5 and in 10. So you have your result as 1 over 2. I said earlier, you can bring this down to the lowest term before you give them their separate square roots. You give the numerator its separate square root and the denominator its separate square root. Let's rewrite this. We have square root of 25 over 100. To bring this down to the lowest term, you can say 5 in 25 and 5 in 100. 5 again, or if you're very good, 25 in 25 is 1 and 25 in 100 is 4. That if 25 can go in 100, or you can simply say 5 in 25, that's 5. 5 in 100, that's 20. 5 can still go in 5 and 5 can still go in 20. 5 in 5, 1. 5 in 20, 4. So we can still rewrite this as square root of 1 over 4. So this can be written as square root of 1 over 4. We have 1 as the numerator and 4 as the denominator. At this point, you can give them their separate square roots since you've simplified the fraction. So we have square root of 1 over square root of 4. This equals square root of 1. Square root of 1 is 1. That you have 2 same numbers that will multiply themselves to give you 1. You pick one of them. That's 1. 1 times 1 is 1 over square root of 4, is 2. So you have your result as 1 over 2 or half. So you can see you have the same answer. In whichever way you choose to attempt this question, you arrive at the same answer. So the square root of 0.25 is 1 over 2, or you can take it back to decimal. 1 over 2 is also 0.5. That's converting it from fraction to decimal. So you can either have your answer as 1 over 2 or 0.5, since it's not specified in the question that the answer should be either in fraction or in decimal. So any of the two will get you your full mark. Converting 1 over 2 to 0.5 for some might be hard. So what you simply do is, since 1 is on top, that's the numerator, and 2 is below, you have your long division sign. You have 1 inside and 2 outside. The 2 is the denominator, so it should be outside. 2 is greater than 1, so 2 can't go in 1. You put 0 and a decimal here, thereby increasing this to 10. Then 2 in 10, that's 5. 2 times 5 is 10, so you write it below here. Then you subtract. 10 minus 10 will give you 0. So your result is 0.5. So the result of converting 1 over 2 to decimal is 0.5. Hope you understand.